Welcome back. A new survey out this week shows more than half of Native Americans living on tribal land experience institutional discrimination. The poll found more than 1 in 3 Native Americans reported offensive comments, slurs, harassment, and violence directed at them. And nearly 1/3 reported being discriminated against in the workplace because they are Native. Overall, 75% said discrimination against them still exists in the U.S. The poll was conducted by the Harvard School of Health, NPR, and the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. So what are the actual historical roots of Thanksgiving? Did the Pilgrims really sit down with the Indians they encountered to have a feast? To sort out fact and fiction, I'm joined by Vincent Chilling of the Akwesasne Mohawks, and who is also a Human Rights Award-winning Native American journalist who wrote the article, 6 Thanksgiving Myths and the Wampanoag Side of the Story. Thank you so much for joining us today, Vincent. Now, we already know how Thanksgiving is being portrayed in popular culture, but can you explain the historical origins of this national holiday?
Sure. Abraham Lincoln actually created the whole story of the Pilgrims and Native Americans eating peaceably together to try and assuage the tensions going on during the Civil War. But the truth of the matter is the Wampanoag Indians actually were investigating gunfire by Pilgrims at the time, and this was in 1621. And they went in, the Pilgrims were nervous, and they decided to share a meal, and that was never repeated. It wasn't until 1636 in which a man was found murdered in a boat, and this was in the Pequot area, and the colonists went nuts. They essentially decided to burn the village of the Pequot people, killing 400 men, women, and children. And they decided afterwards, and they talked about how wonderful it was, and wow, this massacre, thank goodness we have really helped our people. The governor, William Bradford at the time, came out the following morning and said, and I'm reading this, he says, from this day forth it shall be a celebration and thanksgiving for the Pequots. And he said for the next 100 years, every Thanksgiving Day ordained by a governor was in honor of the bloody victory, thanking God that the battle had been won. And that's really the true historical meaning of Thanksgiving.